The Bricklink Designer Program, or BDP, was started in 2019 and is a way for people to come up with custom creations that could turn into official sets. Now, there is a whole process by which they select these potential sets and they get crowdfunded and whatnot that I'm not going to get into here. But the result, and that's the most important thing, was that you had a lot of really cool products like Wild West sets, castles, and modular style buildings. And that is where LEGO is stepping in, because LEGO purchased Bricklink in 2019, meaning that they have some control, if not entire control, over the company. Now, Series 6 of the Bricklink Designer Program is going to start sometime in September. Now, we don't have the Series 4 or 5 sets. All that stuff is still in the works. But in terms of submissions, the window is opening in September. And LEGO has announced some new guidelines for the series. Check this out. Buildings are acceptable to submit to the BDP, but they should not reflect the modular format. If a building looks similar to the design language of the icon's modular subtheme, such as a row-style building, separating floors, etc., it should use a different base technique. Buildings should also not copy the icon's modular base plate layout design language directly, such as a 32 by 32 base plate, sidewalk with lamps, technical connection points. When we review BDP submissions, we will ask, could this model be confused as an icon's modular building? And in fact, they even say, don't include the word modular in the creation title. That is how stringent LEGO is being according to the Bricklink guidelines on the website. So what does this mean? Well, this means that anything resembling a modular building will not get produced in the Bricklink Designer Program. That would be sets in the past, like the LEGO Modular Store or the recent train station that was modular compatible. Now, on the one hand, I understand why LEGO is doing this. They want to exercise control over the modular market. They produce one icon-based modular every single year, and we might get an additional modular style building through another theme, such as recently with some of the superhero sets, the Sanctum Sanctorum, the Daily Bugle, and the Avengers Tower. It's also possible they could give us additional modular style buildings or compatible buildings, or easily transition to modular compatible buildings through other themes like ideas, although we'll see how that goes. But the bottom line is that LEGO has an interest in identifying how big the market is for modular buildings, and then restricting that if it's going to affect their bottom line. Now, another component, I think, to this decision, and it's not all necessarily about the bottom line, although I'm not sure what evidence there is to support that the modular style buildings from the BDP will eat into their profits for the icon set. But check this out. The BDP is a great way for LEGO to take some risks with sets that would not normally be produced by LEGO. Think of the Wild West sets that have come out through the BDP or are coming out, right? These are sets that LEGO is not producing because they're not really sure if that market exists yet. But by sets doing well in the BDP, they might identify potential markets. And I think that's an important thing to this, right? They want to be able to identify potential new markets for ideas that wouldn't go through the normal LEGO ideas process or their own set designs. And that's a great way for LEGO to do some market research without investing a lot of resources. They know that the LEGO Icons modular is going to do really well, so they're not really gaining a lot of information in as much as they are losing potential support. Now, my counterpoint to some of this is that the BDP is a limited one-time production run, meaning they only produce a certain number of sets. For Series 4, which will come out soon, there will only be 30,000 sets released. Finally, with the guidelines stating that you can't even use the word modular in the title, I'm guessing that LEGO is a little annoyed, or at least done with the sheer volume of modular-related submissions. And I get that. You look at ideas and you look at some of these programs, there's a lot of people that like modular buildings and are going to submit their own versions. And that may just get in the way of other sets rising to prominence through the Bricklink Designer Program. But on the other hand, right, I'm a little disappointed by this. Like, I think that Lego modular fans are a passionate group, myself included, that want more of these buildings or have different options for them. And one Icons building a year is not enough. And I know that we might get, say, an X Mansion from, Marvel, and that's great. But at the same time, I don't know if it's going to be modular compatible yet. That's the rumor. But at the same time, some of those modular compatible sets, like the Daily Bugle, like the Avengers Tower, are too tall for my modular city. And so I don't have those sets. Other people may not want to do that, and they're looking for other outlets. The Bricklink Designer Program is one way to do that. And I would also add that if people are looking to get more modular buildings, they are either going to go through the Bricklink Designer Program, which is owned by Lego, or they're going to go somewhere else to spend their money, like Rebrickable. And they might buy instructions, get pieces, and find a way to do it. Now, getting those pieces could be done through Bricklink or the Lego Pick and Build website, which helps Lego, but you get the point. Like, Lego could be making more money by just acquiescing to all of these submissions that come in that are modular style through the BDP. Ultimately, my hope is that Lego revisits this decision at some point in the future, although I'm skeptical that they will. Now, in the meantime, I am looking forward to the 2025 modular building, which is rumored to be released on December 1st. I don't know what it will be, but I anticipate that it will be a fantastic set like all of the rest. Thanks for watching, and always remember to keep building together.